Hey folks, I'm Vixen. Today we are going to play RimWorld, a game by Leader Studio, and we've got plenty to do. I've got a few ideas to put in application. I just realized that as our colonists get a bit depressed when they see corpse, I could use that to my advantage. I could maybe make a place to store these bodies close to the place where the Raider are going to come through. And maybe it's going to hit on their morale, and it will allow us to make them flee faster. I might want to try that. Plus, I need to also make a little room so I can store the hydroponic table and maybe manage to eat them better. We were trying to do that last time and we'll just push forward. And I will need to finish to fill these areas and make something of this place because it's very cold outside and we are not going to be able to survive if I do not do something about this. This room is too little, too big, my mistake. I need to make room which are going to be a bit more small because I cannot manage to eat room which are going to be that big. So I might want to put walls and make it a much smaller and much easier to eat because there is too much here. So where do we begin? I'm going to maybe establish an area. I'm going to put all the bodies. So let's just go with areas. I'm going to make a dumping stockpile zone, which is going to be close of the place where these guys are going to go. I'm going to do that maybe here, maybe just a bit bigger. I'm going to just put nothing except bodies, and it's going to be humans which are not going to be colonists, so only strangers. And it might be and let's go with preferred. Okay, and I might want to make a second one over there so we can store a few more bodies here, like here, and let's just do the same. Let's remove everything, just put the corpse of our enemies, so it's going to warn people that we are not joking here, so kind of, and hopefully it will give us an edge. Meanwhile, or I might not want to just store them outside because we are not going that way. I will just change if I need to. I've got a bit of gold I will need to recover here if I want to be able to trade a bit because I don't have so much to trade for. And I might want to try to save a bit of steel so I can make traps which are going to be a bit deadlier. And I might want to also make this area a bit like a chase board, so it's going to be difficult for enemy to go through without triggering traps, but I probably cannot do it with just regular steel traps. I might want to just add an extra wall which is going to be in limestone, maybe not limestone, I'll just go with sandstone in the middle. And is it going to be good enough? I'm not sure I'm going to do that. We'll just think about it later. Okay, let's just resume and see what's going to happen. I've got why is that the ant in the fridge? Oh, maybe she was eating. So in this room it's 0. It's a bit better. Still, I need to be careful not to lose the ant because she's bringing us quite a bit of eggs, and it's going to allow us to survive a bit. Because I don't have any more milk. I've got a few meals which are ready, and a few more which I've been able to grab from the Raiders because they are always bringing food, which is quite cool. And I might be able to sustain myself with a meal if they keep going. Still, I might want to find a better solution at some point. Okay, so Jess is outside. She's getting a bit of steel. She's going to build something. She's going to build the lamp, I think. No, the hydroponic basin. Okay, why not? But without the where is it? Without the eater, it's going to be pointless to do so. Because if there is no eat, there is no growing possible. Okay, she's going to get a bit more what? Oh, the old eater I had in the prison. I'm not going to make much more prisoners these days. I've got enough people for now. Okay, so the eater is going to run now, and I might want to try to just push a bit the temperature because definitely not hot enough here. And you know what, there is also another thing I could do. I could just maybe remove this vent and make this room a bit more closed, so it's going to be... Oh, what's going on here? Is it... Now it's still at minus 43 outside, so not really that good. Okay, I hope I'm going to be able to do plenty here. Might want to go with the lamp as well. And then I will just build the tables. Okay, let's see. It's just alright because she's getting in the cold. Yeah, she's very, very cold. But she's going to be able to sleep in a room which is not that cold. It's 5 degrees. If you consider that it is so cold out there, it's going to be a pretty good time to sleep. Okay, so do we have enough to finish the lamp? Because she's going to rely on the other people to finish the place. But we might want to finish the lamp first. Why is the 8 not built? It's not the 8, it's just okay, we're going to build these. So this place is going to be, this room is going to be almost finished. We'll lack 2 walls and it will be a proper room. And we'll need to clean the place as well. So let's check, because I think somebody's not that. Okay, she's. Oh no, she don't want to do that right now. She might want to go and grab a meal right away. Do we have any good meal around? Not so much. So let's just let. I hope she's going to reach a terrible mood. Yes, I know. If she managed to reach the base, I'm going to ask her to grab a meal right away and go to bed. Come on, Jess, just consume this meal. It's going to improve your mood, hopefully enough. And she's going to go to bed soon. She needs to rest. Can I ask her to rest? I don't think so. She seems to be willing to walk. I need to check on the shift. It should be. Come on, she's sleeping. Why is she not sleeping? I don't understand. She should be sleeping. What is she doing? Let's just stop her. So she's completely exhausted. She needs to rest. Still, she's still walking. Why is that? I think it's... She's a night owl, is she not? So she's obviously walking at night. Not now. Okay, stop it. Clear. Oh, okay. There was some kind of priority which was in motion, so she now can sleep. I don't know what I've been doing with that, but it was a mistake. Let's just take a look at other people. Do they have priority which are enforced? Nope. Okay, I hope she's going to rest enough to be fine again. Ah, she might be. She just needs to rest and she will be better. Okay, let's see. So everybody's still. Why are they walking at night? Let's just check the schedule. No, they are not doing what I'm asking, but they might go to bed soon, which is nice. And they might also finish these in priority, but we are probably lacking the steel. We do have a few components, but is it going to be enough for the table? We are lacking a few components. Artising stored. Yes, we've got these right here. Lemmy is cutting stone. Bad idea. Just ask her to finish lamp, and she will get the iron somewhere over there. Okay, I'm going to ask my other people to. Oh, okay, all good. I might be. Is not all. Okay, I cannot also. Maybe I. No, I'm going to let him do. I might want to ask Kelly to bring the rest home. Okay. Before we go to bed, Andy is also doing a bit of extra work. I'm going to ask him to bring this thing back. It's going to be easier for us to walk indoor. And here we go. So we'll have all the components necessary to build these hydroponic basins, and with a bit of luck this room is going to be small enough to oh, look at that, it's quite hot in there. And it seems to be, yes, it's working properly here. Our other room seems to be heated a bit. 35, maybe it's a bit too much, I'm not sure. I might want to go a bit lower. Let's just go with, I'm aiming at 40, let's go with 35. It might be enough. Because these tables are never going to work, I will need to dismantle these and bring them somewhere else. If I'm to do maybe a few rooms like this, it's going to be more efficient. Okay, if I'm not finishing the... what gun? We are running out of energy. Oh, look at that. Not cool. So we need to take care of that. I'm pretty sure we won't be able to... Okay, let's just ask all the people which are ready to do so to take care of the fire. Okay, I cannot do it that way, so let's just ask them separately, and they do the same. We need to protect this, because if it's destroying these, we are going to be in trouble. Let's ask Lemmy to do the same. Okay, everybody should be coming. I cannot let this fire destroy our installation. What's happening? Why is Lemmy not doing what I'm asking? Clear. Oh, it seems to me that the fire is going to... It's very, very cool, so probably the fire is not going to run very far. Okay. Alright, so is everything still working? We need to check on that. Let's just take a look. Power conduit. No, all is good. We did not lose anything, so you might be safe. We're going to ask Kelly to bring the money back, just in case. And Andy, all this back home. Don't want to go back empty-handed. And I can also not going to hold anything still. I'll finish the table tomorrow. We still have a bit of food, but we need to hurry to finish this room. Because these things are growing, but not that fast. 20% of growth. It's not good. It's just ready because a schedule has been modified and it's not good for us. So she might wake up now. Oh, yeah, she is. So she's awake for now, but she's going to go to bed soon, which is not going to be ideal, but still. Because Lemmy is getting a meal. I might want to ask Lemmy when she's going to be done to not get stoned, but to finish this room. So we can begin to grow stuff. Okay, here she goes. Let's just go for the lamp as well. Because without a lamp it's not going to work properly. Okay, all good. And we might want to choose what we're going to plant here. So let's just check on the time it takes to grow. So harvest quickly, strong versatile crop. Is it what we are looking for? Let's just take a look at other things. So rice. Low grade plant. Okay, so growing time 2.45 days. And potatoes are 3 days, so I might want to go with rice. Let's just go and begin with rice. Okay, we'll need to cook it, but I'm cooking everything, so it's not going to be an issue. And Jess is going to take care of the growth of these. Good. No, she's building the last one. So do we have anybody which is taking care of this? Because we need to sow plants or it will not grow. Okay, she failed, so we've been losing materials, not optimal. So this area is now pretty hot. So what did we lose? Okay, so she seems to be willing to finish the ground, and I might want to ask her to clean the place as well, just change a bit the priorities. I'm going to ask Jess to clean the place, so it's going to be a bit less dirty. And where is she going? Oh, my mistake. She needs to go and do research, but not now. She needs to clean the place first. There we go. Okay, she might want to do that later on. She needs to take a break for now. Okay, we're not done with this yet, but it's going to be done soon. And hopefully with all that light and all that, is it? Okay, it's going to grow quite fast. So we might expect harvest pretty soon. And I might want to ask somebody to finish that. I don't have a very good defense. I will need to take care of that very, very soon. I will be in trouble. Because as we are going to grow, we are going to get more and more dangerous threats. So these towers are not going to do much if I do not put traps in between. Still, I've been just maybe making these too big. Where is she going? Stone cutting. Oh, it's a bit far. Might want to ask them to grab stuff which are going to be a bit closer. Like these. These are more... I'm not sure. Maybe this is the same kind of distance. So where are these guys going? They are building graves. Okay, useful, but not really an emergency. We might want to maybe build this thing first. And we could plant stuff as well before. So let's go with potatoes. Or do I want just to go full rice? I'm going to go full rice here. And I will just make another room for potatoes. And another room for strawberries, and we'll see where we go from here. We just want to be able to have enough food to survive. If we can get a bit of extra here, it will be fine. And if we manage to make a bit of food, we'll be able to feed the hen, and it will be much better. Okay, so where do we go from here? Okay, it's not as cold, strangely, because we are going to reach winter soon. Good idea. And let's see, do we have people which are dealing with these? We do have maybe enough sandstone to finish this wall. Where is Andy going? I'm going to let him repair this stuff, because if these things are going to get wrecked, I would prefer them not to do so. I think I'm lacking a bit of power conduit here. Maybe if I was to add one more, it would just be much better. And maybe a second line just to be sure. I'm not sure. We'll just see later on. We'll make more, because just one line is just too dangerous. Okay, so let's see. I need to also progress a bit more on the individual rooms, because I don't really want to sleep all in the same room in the kitchen. It's really not going to cut it. I might want to also grab this armor vest, even though it's not good. It's better than not. Okay, where are they going? They're going to finish the wall maybe. We are going to lack sandstone for now, but it seems to me Lemmy is taking care of it slowly but surely. And I'm lacking steel. If I want to make traps, I'm going to recover. I'm going to need to recover much more than what I've got. So I might want to grab a bit more. There is a bit here. I might want to ask Andy or Kelly to bring it back home. And where is Andy? He should be around. Andy's there, is relaxing socially. I'm going to ask him to go and grab the remaining steel here. And I might want to ask Jess, which is awakened. Why is she awakened? She must walk at night, not now. Schedule is not really properly respected here. She should be sleeping at that time for a few more hours. Okay, let's see. So Kelly's taking care of this. Might want to ask my character to... Oh, he's already doing the conduit, so I don't want to go any further with that. And let me still cutting stone, but we are acquiring sandstone. We've got a bit of limestone already, which I'm going to use to maybe make a few more rooms. Might want to finish the walls here, or I could just dig this one. Still, a second threat would be useful. Maybe to protect this side. I don't know. Maybe just one in the middle here, but it's going to be easy to destroy. I know that my defense is not good right now, but I would be... Okay, it's going to cost me how much component to make one more. 3 component, I'm not sure. I can probably just do one more. Let's see where I'm going to put this. Most of the time I'm being attacked by this side, so I might want to add a tower here and make some kind of a little bunker, so it's going to be possible for us to put a few guys here. Still, it might be dangerous also because it's going to enable my enemies to hide behind these walls, which is maybe not a good idea. Do I want to add one more here? I don't think so. Maybe here. Okay, so Andy is taking care of this. Still, do we have more here? Be Andy. And we're almost done with this wall. We are still a bit slow. And come on, you could do something more useful. Nope, because we are lacking food and he is the cook, so if there is no food, there is nothing to do. Still, there might be something else. Might want to check on Jess, because... Where is she? She's cleaning. Where is she? If she's doing that outside, it's just... Nah. Come on, Jess. Come back here. Don't clean outside, it's just pointless. Alright. Here she goes. Much more useful. And now she can go back to... Can she? There is a bit more here. Okay, done. Let's just remove that cleaning task. And let's put the research first. She can stay inside. Don't clean the dirt. It's pointless. Do we have people outside? I've got Kelly here. Is she alright? Okay, she's not cold. Okay, it's minus 44 and she's not cold. Alright. So Jessica's going to walk a bit at night, but she might be exhausted at some point. Oh no, she's going to be able to go back on a regular schedule. So hours ends seems to be quite good. And we are being raided. Okay, good. Let's see how much guy do we have. We've got 3 guys with pillar, bows and clubs. Do they have food on them? Pemmican here. We've got also a bit... Nope. Okay. Would have preferred a fully prepared meal, but I will deal with that. Okay, are they attacking already? Yes, they are. So we'll need to prepare our troops to react to that. They might be exhausted, but they need to go. So they're attacking sandbags, so I assume they're going to come here. I might want to bring my troops here in the darkness and the cold. Okay, here they come. I don't want to keep them in this formation because it's going to be dangerous. I don't want them to shoot each other. Okay, here we go. Let's just let them shoot a bit. Let's go over there. Okay guys, let's just shoot this guy. If we can shoot one or two, it's going to change a bit the way this thing is going to happen. Okay, one is dead. And which one is going to be the next? I might be careful with all guy because these bows are often very dangerous. Is it a great bow? Yes, it is a great bow, so it can shoot from very far. Okay, done. And Olga is fleeing, so let's just go back to bed. And I'm going to ask him to bring the pemmican back. I'm going to ask Kelly to do the same with... where is the second one? Might be around. Oh, what do we have here? Then consume it, bring it back home. Okay, and should be good. Just let them do their stuff. Oh, full and normal. I can sell the one which is normal, but not the other one. And I might want to strip these guys of their position at some point, so I can sell it or maybe equip it. Okay, back to bed. There's not even a fight. Okay, here we go. We still have a bit of food. And oh, are they? I think Andy and Kelly just... No, okay, it seems to be alright. The mood is still high. Oh, is it that Lemmy is angry? And she's hurt. She has an old gunshot. Clothes are not really good. She slept in the cold. Why is she sleeping in the cold? Not really in the cold. Maybe she's not as resilient as we are. Child deprived. Too much noise. There's plenty which is not going right. Let's try to deal with that at some point. Okay, breakdown, battery. We'll need to repair this, but do we have components? Yes, we do. So how much component do we need to repair this? Let's see. Broken down. Let's ask Jess to take care of it, and she should be repairing stuff in priority because repairing stuff is important. Okay, we'll just ask them to repair stuff as soon as it breaks. So she's going to get a bit of component, she's going to repair the thing, and we'll be back. Oh, here she goes. It's true that it's more important for us to repair these than to take care of the research. We're almost done with the next one, but I don't think we need it yet. Okay, so now we're going to get an harvest. Pretty soon we are halfway. So we might be able to cook a bit more. We've got a few eggs which are laying on the ground. We'll need to recover these. Alright. And the temper is alright, even though I expect us to have much worse when winter is going to be there. Oh, we are in winter. So we might be at the max? I don't know. We were at minus 50 earlier, so I expect that we are going to go back to this kind of temperature. Okay, so do we have a roof here? Yes, we do have a roof. And it's a bit less, you know, the geothermal station is just doing generator. It's going to do a bit of heat as well. It's useful. Maybe I would like to make some kind of cutter and just retrieve it, but I'm not just, I think it's just too fast. Or I could make my prison next to it, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to be a good idea. Because if they were to destroy the generator, I would just be doomed. It's probably a bad idea to do my prison here. Still, I don't know. We'll see. And do we have things around to retrieve? Things fallen from the sky. Oh, there is a bear. Might want to be careful because at the beginning of this map we're invaded by polar bears and they were quite dangerous. They were hunting us for food, which is something I would prefer to avoid. Okay, so let's see what they are doing. We're almost done with this wall. We'll need to finish it maybe today. We need to finish the flooring here as well. We've got 10 mils, which is not that bad. And what am I doing here? Pairing. Okay, maybe it's not that important. Maybe I should just reduce the priority a bit to 3. Because I don't want them to forget other tasks to do that. Yet. I'm going to ask. Okay, let's just finish these. So this room is going to be done and we won't be in need of improving it anymore. Alright, then we just need to find a bit more. Maybe allow me to make a bit more. Okay, we've got a few more walls to finish. Okay. So it's going to delay a bit the advance of our enemies. And I might want to make some kind of corridor which is going to go... do I want to do it in limestone already? I could try it. Now let's just make it so that it's going to be difficult for them to cross. So how do I want to do that? I might want to include the little area here to the place. I might want... Oh! Okay, I'm not going to let the polar bear here, it's just too dangerous. I'm going to hunt it. I know, but I need to be careful. I don't want to keep the bear here. It's too dangerous. It's probably... Maybe I don't really care. It's going to eat other guys, but it might attack a colonist and I'm not going to realize and it's going to kill it. I probably don't want to see that. Plus, I need the food. Okay, let's just hunt it. Who's our best hunter? You've got no good hunter, I think. 6, 5. Oh, Lemmy is good. She's also good to tame creatures, but what is happening? Polar bear revenge. Yes, I know he's going to attack, but the tower is going to take care of him. Is it not? It might be. And what is good is that the tower is not being attacked, so it's much better. You might want to run for your life. Could be much more efficient than just staying here. Don't stay here. Just run. Just let the tower take care of this. Come on, just. Shoot it now. Okay, it's done. Good. Let's just finish him, or finish her, and we'll be able to handle a bit more of the winter. What are you doing? Don't go that close. He's shooting that close? Yes, he is. Okay, I think I'm not really good with guns yet. And we now know machining. So let's see what we can learn. Rare Trambo. Oh, these are not going to be disturbed. We are going to avoid attacking these guys. Do I want to learn how to make carpets? Because it would be useful to make the place a bit warmer. Or we've got electric cremation. It's useful as well. Maybe smithing. If we were able to make good weapons, we could just wait them inside and let them get close. Or I could go with mine, which are going to be more deadly. I'm still wondering. Let's go with carpet for now. Oh, maybe smithing. Smithing is not very cost. It's not really expensive. Let's go with this. And what kind of tremble do we have here? Big one. Very old. Almost 100 years old. Okay, let's just let him do his stuff. Now we've got a bear. So we'll be able to make a bit of food with it. Alright, we've got quite a bit of food, almost 200 units. Going to allow us to hold until we get a bit of rice and maybe even more things. Because the rice is halfway here. We've got a few potatoes which are not yet there. And is Andy still walking out there? I'm going to let them finish the wall and I will ask them to dig through the mountain to make our little rooms. Okay, what is Andy doing? He's resting. Is he really in need of rest? I'm going to ask him to finish the last piece of wall, because it's important to do so. Alright. I might want to ask him to finish this one, but it's not really a priority. There's already quite a bit of protection here. And our second threat is on, but we are still lacking energy, so I might want to maybe bring a bit of power over there. And where is the closest? Might be here. Let's see. If I was to add the power line, which is going to go that way, and oh, we are lacking one wall here. Do I want to? Is it roofed? Yes, it's roofed. So if I was to cut this and make a limestone wall, it would probably be good enough. Let's just take another look. There is colonists coming here. Okay, good. So if I manage to go all the way through, and I might need to remove this thing so I can keep going, and I will just reach the second one by this area. Are we lacking energy? Seems to be the case. It's not good. It's not good at all. What do I want to disable? Oh, there is no more wind. This is why. So we might want to maybe add a few more of these wind turbine, because if we are losing power, the crops are going to die, which is not good. Is 30 degrees not a bit extreme? I might want to reduce a bit temperature. Let's just go and aim for just 30. We might be able to burn a bit less energy. Still, we are suffering issues here. Do I have enough? I've got one component. It's going to be enough to add one more wind turbine. And 2 components. And do we have any laying around? Not so much. I will need to buy the next one. Unless I find more somewhere. Eden. Okay, not good. I might want to maybe add a solar panel at some point, so it's going to allow us to charge a bit more. It is still... okay, still good. If we get a bit more wind, it's going to fix the thing. But without more wind, we are going to be a bit in the dark for a while. Hopefully, these are not going to die. It's almost ready to be harvested. It would be better if it was the case. Come on, need a bit more wind. It is very, very slow for now. Oh, do we have another? There is only this one. I cannot build it yet. But I might want to maybe make the room which is going to contain the generator already with limestone. Let's just take a look. I'm going to just pause the game for a sec. I'm going to ask them to give me the size of this thing. Alright, I'm going to build the walls and I'm going to remove the construction. So Okay, I'll just make it that big. And just a bit more. Okay, with a limestone door as well. Don't really care if it's going to be slow to open. I just need it to be working. Alright. Need to make this happen soon. And I might want to use this wall with maybe a second one to make my traps. Okay, so I will move this area somewhere else. I'm going to add a wall over there. And we'll add a few traps on the way, so they're going to be obligated to go through. Kind of. I will just need to add another tower here, maybe. And I might want to remove this little bits of sandstone, which are not going to be helpful in any way. I don't want to allow them to protect themselves. Okay, so we've been destroying that? Are we not? Not yet. We've been building these, so she's going to build more. I'm going to ask her to mine this little thing so we can actually build another wall and continue to expand the common. Can finish it, maybe? Please? Okay, done. And now I can make another of these and ask for a bit more per conduit, so I'm going to be able to reach the tower. Okay, should be close enough. I'm lacking a bit of energy, so it's probably a bad idea to link the... Okay, so first thing first, I need to deal with the lack of power. How much component do I need to... 3 for this one, 2 for this one. So both are impossible. It's a shame. Where do we go to find a bit more of these? Seems to be 2 4. You know, I'm going to recover the gold. It is the best way to get more components. I just need to be able to buy some when I'm going to meet other people. And gold is a very good way to make it possible, I think. Maybe I should just try to harvest uranium as well. There is a bit around, so it would be probably not a bad idea to grab it. It was not. It was just over there. No, it's plastil here. I can sell plastil as well, because I cannot really hope to make a good weapon with it already. I'm just not able to do good craft with my team. I'm just going to ask them to mine this when they can. It's better than nothing. We are lacking quite a bit of energy. What could I do to help us in any way? Is it to... I think maybe I should just reduce the... Not here, because I'm requiring all this ether to run. But maybe I could... You know what, I should just disable this area, because this is not working. I'm just going to disconnect all these. Okay, I just toggle the power off, because I'm wasting power here. It's not working. So if I just remove these, it's going to stop burning energy. I'm going to ask Lemmy to flick this thing off. Okay, let's just do the same with these, and same with these, and let's go again. Okay, I should be burning a bit less energy. Might also want to disassemble these, and I'm going to wait for another room to be ready, because if it's getting a bit hotter out there after the winter, and if I'm not done with these, I might want to reuse this one again. For now, let's just put this thing off. Do we have other bear around? Nope, so they won't be attacking. The Trembo are generally quite passive, they're not attacking, so I might just want to stay away. Okay, Lemmy is building a snowman. I'm not sure the snowman are going to protect the base. Okay, so we'll get a second tower walking soon. Just need to finish the power line, which I could ask. Cooking, not an emergency. Finishing the line would be more important. I might want to bring a bit more. The iron is not far, so it should be enough to finish this. Okay, let's take a look. We've got 3 more to do here. And another one here. And do we have another one here? Okay, I might want to finish this wall. I've got enough time, I will just get a mill later on. Okay. We don't have any energy because the power line is not finished. And we are lacking one wall here, which is a very important wall. It's really why we are getting such a cold area. Sandstone. Yes, why not? I'm going to ask Jess to do so, because she's researching it's not priority. Okay, so temperature is -7 and it might get better soon. I've been reducing the amount of air we are eating. Okay. So this thing is not running yet because we are lacking cargo pods. Nice. Hope it's going to be useful. We are just lacking one little bit of power conduit and we'll be good. Okay, so now we've got a second turret. Yes, we do. Let's just check it on the cargo pods now. So we've got potatoes. And is it far? Not really. Good. We're going to have an extra here. Okay, good. I will just recover it later on. Let's just see. Do we have... I need to take care of these bodies and just bring them to the right area as soon as possible. Okay, so now we're going to be able to harvest a bit. We've got just a bit of rice. Do we have more in the fridge? Not so much. Alright. Do I want to be... I could add a stool here. I'm not sure. It's easier to cook standing. I'm still in need of a fuel generator for... But I'm not sure I want to make that because I don't have any wood. But it would be a nice protection for when we are going to be in real trouble. I'm quite a fan of these generators. They are just very, very handy. It's just protection, kind of. Okay, I need to find somebody which is going to be able to all. Okay, we do have a few blocks. Maybe I should check on the areas because it seems. And no, it's working here. Why do we have such a big area to check? Right, let's remove this one. It's not really home. Okay, just reduce the place. So if we are bringing people in a safe place where they're not going to go too far. Okay, so Andy, what is he doing? Going for a walk. Okay, good. If you go for a walk, just bring the potatoes back. It's going to be much more useful. And do we have other people which are not doing? Lemmy is relaxing. She might continue, but I'm going to ask her to bring the potatoes back because potatoes are useful. And do you have anybody else which is just not doing something vital? Kelly's finishing that, so I might want to ask her to put a bit more of these in there so we can just finish this little thing and just think about something else. Alright. I've got one more flooring tile to do. Let's see. I will need to take care of the prison at some point. It's just not possible to have a prison which is minus 54. It's even colder in there than out there. It's strange. Alright. Do we have any useful things around? Not so much. Alright, so what is going to be the best way to deal with our defense? Because we've got a few areas which are not protected yet. And... oh, there is another one here. I'm wondering if it is more intelligent to go for these or these. Because this one seems to be... it's a bit farther, so if I need to defend it, it's going to be a bit harder. And if I was to maybe log this area, it would be easier to defend that. Okay, let's just do it. Let's just put a bit of sandstone over there to protect the place. We'll add a second one just to make it more difficult to cross. If it is too difficult, they're going to go around. There we go. That brings the potatoes, but we've got a few more. Let's just ask Kelly to grab the remaining one. It's going to give us a bit of time. We won't go through the winter with it, but still. Cargo pods, where are these? Okay, so we've got... oh, meat. And it's not that far. Still, I'm not going to rush to all these because it's obviously very, very cold and it's going to just freeze. We'll have a bit more time to recover these. And for now we're at ease, so let's just let this thing just be. And it's out there in the cold. And why did it slept in the cold? Is there any issues with my temperature here? Okay, 4 degrees. Seems to be better than what we've got outside, but still. Okay, I've got 8 meals for now, and I think I've got plenty of work to do, so I'm just not going to bother asking my character to just do that. I might want to ask Kelly to keep building these. And when she's going to be done, we are going to begin to build the next room for our colonists, so they are going to be able to have their own. I might want to ask it already. Still, we'll need to build a bit of roofing because it's not going to be possible to go without it. So this one is big enough. I'm going to expand a bit the corridor, and we'll need to build a bit of. I'm going to add a wall here, and maybe here. So I will be able to put wire into these walls. Don't want to put too much wire in the corridor, if I can avoid it. Okay, let's just go for another wall here. We're going to be almost done with that very, very soon. So they won't just try to go through. These blocks are going to be very, very tough, and it's probably going to be a bad idea for them to cross. Or at least I will be able to go around. Okay, so Jess is relaxing. Do I want to ask her to do things? We've got plenty to do. And he's done with mining, but he's still out there. Is he alright? In darkness. Yes, it's obviously the night. Let's see. So, smaller room is better. It's now sure. There is no way to make big room and keep them heated properly. I will just change the layout of this room. I might want to add an extra wall here, which is going to make some kind of entrance. And I could do the same on the other side. And we'll see where we go from here. Maybe a big storage somewhere in a dedicated room, and maybe the room in the middle is going to be for the diner and for the communication or something like this. Okay, let's see. Kelly's going to finish that, and let's just ask her to do it. Actually, because she seems not to be ready. All right. And from here, we'll need to expand and make another room. I'm pretty sure I don't want to expand the room because it's going to decrease the temperature. Still, we might say that it's going to waste a bit of the sun lamp potential. But, or I could maybe expand it and make another heater on the other side. It would just make for the loss. So I could just go with one lamp and add 3 more hydroponic table instead of, you know, buying another lamp and burning so much more energy. Okay, so we now know how to smith stuff. I'm going to go maybe now with what was I going for? TV or carpets or electric cremation. I wonder. Let's go with carpets. It's probably a bad idea. I'm just going to go with maybe explosive. Nope. Mortars could be useful, but it's too early. So electric cremation then. Oh, auto doors. Auto doors. Let's go with auto doors. For now, I'm pretty much researching for the sake of researching because I don't really need this thing yet. Let's take a look. Do we have new stuff to toy with? Yes, we do. We've got the electric smelter. We've got the machining table here to make guns. But still we don't have enough materials to do that, I think. Then what do we have? Electric smithy here to make non-mechanical weapon and tool. Tools. Interesting. Don't know what kind of tool we can make with these. I might want to try. Still it's costing a bit. I'm going to wait for it, but we are just going to use one of these rooms I'm going to make here to make maybe some kind of workshop. Maybe I could make a central workshop here and look at the dining room somewhere else. I'll see. Or I could just keep the dining room in the same area. We don't really care if we make a bit of noise. It's only an issue when they are sleeping. Okay, Jess is researching. I think she's lacking a bit of light. And she's shivering because it's an area which is quite cold. So maybe she would be better doing something else. And I don't really need to ease the place where I'm going to store stuff. I need to move that. But I'm going to lose much if I do that. Part of its resource, so not all of it. And I don't have any components. Maybe I will not be able to build it back, which is not good. So where do I want to add this? Maybe I could put the comm console here in the battery room. What is going to be the battery room? But I need to buy more components, so we'll just wait. When I'm going to be able to buy a few more, it would be easier for us to say I'm going to remove these and build something else. But for now, just wait. Okay, Skelly is going to build a limestone wall. We've got less and less limestone, and really it's not an emergency here. Do we have more important stuff to do? Yes, but Andy is taking care of it. And is he doing a bit of roofing at the same time? I hope so. Let's just take a look. Yes, we need a roof here. Seems to me, I think he's building the room as he progresses, but I'm not completely sure about that. It's very, very cold in there. It's staying indoor, but is it true? In case it would not be the case, I'm going to add a bit of roofing. Is it advancing? No, it's not, because it is just what I've been doing. Okay, good. Just add as more roofing as possible, because we'll need it. Okay. I don't think there is any roof to do. Good. Let's just reduce a bit the speed, and we'll ask for a few walls. What do I want to go with? We've got plenty of sandstone, so let's just keep going. It is the same color of what we are using currently. And we'll get a new room. I just need to add a room, a door, and a heater. And I will be able to move the bed. Do I want to add a vent? I could. Maybe it's a good way to share the temperature, but we'll need to add a heater as well. I cannot go with 4 degrees. It's not, if I share, it's going to be worse. Okay, so Jess is walking. She might be... do I want to delay a bit the research, because it's not really helping right now. So I'm going to reduce the priority of the research, so she can do other things instead. And I'm going to ask her to all these eggs. Okay, so she's not researching anymore. She's going to build limestone, which is probably not the wisest thing to do here. At least not that far. In the cold. It's very, very cold now. So I should not walk in the night like this. It would be cool to be able to assign them. I might be able to do that. Is there a time of the day I should just allow them to be somewhere? Let's say if I was to assign Jess home, she would be walking only home. That's not what I'm looking for. I might want to make a safe indoor area for when I'm going to be in danger. So let's go with it. We'll just expand the area 1, which is not named yet, but it will be. And I'm going to go with just the inside area. So they're not going to take any risks out there. So when we're going to be, when there is going to be maybe some kind of toxic fallout or thing like this, we're going to be doing stuff indoor and not outdoor. Just expand a bit because we are going to probably expand that way. Okay, good. And I might want to rename this area. Manage areas. And area 1 is going to be safe haven. There we go. Safe would have been just sufficient. I'll just go with safe. Alright, so who's walking? Everybody's walking. Except me. Which is just sleeping. Do we have enough food? Yes, we do have enough food, so I'm alright. I've been doing my job here. I still need to move this thing back to the fridge, which I cannot do. I'm going to ask maybe Kelly to drop the rice into the fridge before she goes to bed. Alright. And we still have Jess out there. Yes, she is. So I might want to... Oh, she's going to haul. Why is she hauling him? Oh, she's hauling him to the grave? No, she's not. Because she don't care, she's just bringing a bit of sandstone. My mistake. Okay, what are you doing here? Hauling blocks to the... Nah. You might want to go with that. Hauling is not going to be the priority here. So let's just check on her priorities. So what is she doing first? She's doing whatever she wish. Let's see. Probably don't want her to haul too much because she's going to be walking always at night, so bad idea. She don't want to mine too much either because it's always going to be dangerous. And what is she doing now? She seems to be building this wall. Okay, so it's all good. Is she any good with cooking? The cooking is inside, so it's not going to be dangerous. She is not that bad. So she can go with maybe 3 or 2. I'm not sure. Let's go with 3 for now. And I might want to restrict her to the safe zone. Not sure. Let's just do it that way for now. She's cooking a bit, so okay. It's probably a bad idea, but and okay, good. It's going to be more interesting. We might want to go soon with better mills because these are very, very simple. But we'll need to. What is she going to get? Oh, more eggs. Okay. And done. So we're not yet done with it. It's very, very cold. I don't know why. Should not be the case. We've got. Is it unroofed? No, it's not. It is not. I don't think so, at least. To make another check, but no, not this one. This one. We'll see them. We're going to be closed. And I think when we're going to get our second generator, it's going to be much safer on the energy department because we'll be able to add much more tower and maybe make a much bigger area to feed our colony. But for now, it's pretty calm, it's pretty safe. And guys, I'm going to conclude the video here. Hope you like it. If you do, please leave a like, a comment or subscribe. And until next time, guys, have fun!